And good evening from Carter Field. It's the 2014 commencement on a beautiful Friday evening. Luke Rio, Jim Bodemer, Chris Feely, Mr. Jim Cum, joining us here this evening, and thank you for joining us as well. Jim, you couldn't ask for a better night.
No, Jim Cum and I were just talking about that a moment ago. It's about 70 degrees plus here, and it's just a very, very nice night to send these kids off. They complete their senior year here, their 12 years of education here at Titusville High School, and tonight they will be graduating and moving on to, I hope, bigger and better things for them as they go through this graduation exercise this evening. But you're right, just a fantastic night, an exciting night for the kids and the families.
Absolutely. The 144th annual commencement here at Titusville. Jim, what was it like that first time?
I knew you were going to ask me that. I mean, after all, I lived through the Depression. It was quite nice, actually. We had trouble tying the horses up, but other than that, it was quite nice.
Nice, yeah. Now, I'm not quite sure. They've only been doing the commencement here at Carter Field, the last 6 years? Weather permitting, of course, and it's been a very, very nice place to have commencement as the seniors are now entering the field.
And they're led, of course, by the superintendent of schools, Karen Jez, Scott Davey, principal of Titusville High School, and then the members of the staff and the board of directors of Titusville High School, and the faculty will be coming in, and following them, of course, once they're in their place, the senior class will make its appearance here at Carter Field. Always a nice time, Luke, when you watch a group of young people who will be moving on to other things. These kids will be going into college, some are going to the workplace, some into the military, and it's just an exciting time for them.
It's always that nervous moment, that exciting moment. You're getting your diploma. The world is yours. What do you do with it?
Yeah, exactly. And then you stop and think tomorrow, holy cow, I'm not going back into the halls of the high school again, other than to visit. And it's the reality of life sets in, college payments, bills to pay, whatever it might be, depending on the vocation profession you're going into. Those things now start to come up and loom a little bit bigger, and life takes on a little different view after tonight. Senior class now making its way down onto the field.
I believe this is a smaller class. I think 117. Do you remember how many graduated in your class?
I think there was I'm going to tell you 128, but I don't know if that's correct or not. This was the first graduating class,
Right. No, I think we had 150 some maybe.
We may have had more than that. That was back when Titusville was doing things in 1958. You don't remember that year, do you, Jim? No, he wasn't even born yet. 1958. I'm not real sure about graduating class, but this is one of the smaller classes at 117. I noticed last night we were watching some of the news around the area, and the General McLean class graduated, I think, 179 the other night. Just to put it in perspective as to the different size schools in our area. Of course, the concert band with the traditional pomp and circumstance.
And what a year. It's hard to believe. It seems like just yesterday we were in this press box listening to the band during Rocket football games, and they sounded amazing. They've had a great year. We had actually the music director, Kevin Vincent, on the morning drill a couple weeks ago, and we just kept telling him we're really impressed with the music program at this school.
Yeah, they've done very, very well in the last several years building the program up, and take second seat to nobody. They do an excellent job, and the concert band is just as good as the marching band, of course, and it's always good to have them. Very, very necessary part of an educational program. One of the things that you'll hear traditionally, in fact, I heard it yesterday, Luke, and I know that sometimes you look around and see what's going on in our school district, and I can come up with a complaint and so can you, that type of thing. But many, many, many times, more times than not, I hear compliments to the district as to the educational status of Titusville School District.
Oh, absolutely.
It has a very, very fine reputation out there. And nitpick all you want. The bottom line is it does have a very good reputation, not just in our community, but in the Western Pennsylvania.
And we tend to forget, too, because we always say, well, when I went to school, well, times are different. Education is much different today.
Yeah, things have changed a lot. Probably a good program sometime to have on the stream is a discussion of how education has changed from even from my generation to the current generation. But it has changed, and the system has been able to keep up with the changes, and they do an excellent job with the educational program here in Titusville Area School District.
Big thanks to the school district allowing us to be here to cover this event, and a big thanks to Armstrong Cable for our Zoom internet connection.
One of the nice things that, and it sounds like a trivial thing, as I watch these young people coming into the stadium, the distance between that they separate these kids, I really like that. Parents want pictures. Parents want to see their children in the graduation, these young adults, and so many times you'll see them bunching up together and so on. That sounds like trivial, but for a parent, I think that's really important, and I like what they're doing here, taking their time, not going to rush through this, allow the kids to experience this graduation exercise as well as their parents and friends and relatives. Big crowd here tonight, too. A lot of people here. Both sides of the stands, both sides of the field are very full, as well as many up in the grandstand sitting more up in the shade. Not an easy thing to do, moving a graduation outside. A lot of technical things to take place, and the setting, very beautiful setting here. The field's in excellent condition for a graduation. I've had a good grass growing season, but it's just not an easy thing to undertake. You have to get the sound systems all set up. You have to have the band and choir and stuff mic'd so the people in the stands can hear what's going on, and just a lot of kudos to those in charge of setting this thing, putting this thing together here this evening so it can be an outside graduation. I remember as a band director doing graduations, you keep looking around, how many times do I have to go through this pomp and circumstance? And it's always kind of comical for me, having done that, to watch the director and been there, done that kind of a thing. So
now, were you able to direct and count the number of times you go through it?
No, I couldn't walk and chew gum at the same time when I was doing that, but it's just one of those little things that I watch when I'm watching a graduation, having experienced the directing the band and so on. I don't know how many times our director has turned around to take a look. How many more kids do we have? Should I play 8 more bars or go 16 bars or whatever? You know, kind of neat. So
I got to attend my sister's college graduation back at the beginning of May. She graduated from Slippery Rock, and actually Mr. Cum's son graduated from Slippery Rock in the same commencement. And it was just, again, I sat there thinking the same thing. How many times will they go through pomp and circumstance?
Yeah, it's just
they graduated. They graduated like 5,650 kids.
A lot of them.
It was a lot.
Yeah. Getting down towards the end of the procession. And pretty soon, Superintendent Karen Jez will come up and we'll get the program underway. Once the kids are all in and seated, there'll be the National Anthem, Star Spangled Banner, then an invocation by Kelsey Myers. And then the choir members will be singing Counting Stars. And so then we'll have the introduction of class orators, and things will be underway. So.
You know, certainly it's a day to recognize these students, but the parents or guardians involved in their upbringing, they deserve a lot of credit as well.
Well, they do, and that's why I mentioned the spacing of the kids and so on. This isn't always about the kids. It's about the parents.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right. Yes, spoken like a parent. Well, now Mr. Director is turning around for about the last time. And we are getting ready now to go into the presentation of the national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner, written by Francis Scott Key. That is the last of our possession.
You're going to hate me for this, but do you realize like 3 months from now, it'll be kickoff time?
I told you, I heard you on the stream the other day saying that, and I am not even going to think about it. I'm going to enjoy this lovely weather. This is the best time to be in western Pennsylvania. Summer and fall. Okay, now we will have the the members of the choir will be coming forth.
Again, it's the 144th annual commencement at Carter Field.
It's amazing how many duplicities here. The members of the band going over to sing in the choir. Music, music, music. Huh?
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets like the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
The national anthem is done very nicely by the high school choir ensemble. This is Kelsey M. Myers with the invocation and welcome.
Good evening and welcome parents, friends, and families, faculty and staff, administrators, board members, and fellow graduates of the class of 2014. Graduates. It sounds so weird to say that we are graduating. After 12 years of school and growing up together, here we sit together as a class for one last time. Not all of us started together. Some came and some left, but eventually our paths all led to this moment. The most interesting fact about it all is that we became who we are today because of each other. We all had our elementary and middle school friendships, but most of those changed as we entered high school. We began to make new friends because of our interests. Some of us participated in sports or joined clubs, while others decided to pursue VOTEC or get a job. Either way, we all found something that we enjoyed to do. What we participated in during our high school career made us who we are today. It was a major impact in our decisions, who we were friends with, and most importantly, who we were as students and citizens. However, that does not mean that we did not work together as a class. For 4 years, we fought to win Spirit Week, and I can personally say we came out victorious. Those weeks are only a few of the countless memories that I will hold close to me as I graduate tonight. It is honestly crazy how fast time flies by. As you go through your daily schedule, you don't notice it at first. You're so used to your routine of walking to class and waking up at a dreadfully early time to make sure you're not late and get early training. You walk around your classes and talk to your friends until it almost seems monotonous. You become distracted by your busy schedule of sports, extracurriculars, work, and homework that it almost seems like it will never end. However, it will, and it has tonight. This is our last time that we will ever be together as the class of 2014. We will all pursue something in our future and go our separate ways. Whether you plan to attend college to further your education, or join the workforce to start earning a pay, or even join the military to serve our country, we will never be together as one again. Therefore, I want you to do one thing tonight as our journey comes to an end. I want you to look around at the people sitting in the stands, your teachers, and your fellow classmates sitting next to you. Thank them for always supporting you with everything you decided to do and making you who you are today. I'm confident that you will all be successful in your future endeavors. We are the class of 2014, the best that Titusville has ever seen. Congratulations and good luck to you all as we enter the next chapter of our lives.
Lately I've been losing sleep, dreaming about the things that we could be. But baby, I've been praying hard. Said no more counting dollars, we'll be counting stars. Yeah, we'll be counting stars. Life like a swinging vine, swing my heart across the line. In my face is flashing signs. Seek it out and ye shall find. Oh, but I'm not that old, young, but I'm not that bold. I don't think the world is sold. We're just doing what we're told. Now I feel something so wrong, doing the wrong thing. Now I feel something so wrong, doing the right thing. I could lie, I could lie, I could lie. Everything that kills me makes me feel alive. Lately I've been losing sleep, dreaming about the things that we could be. But baby, I've been praying hard. Said no more counting dollars, we'll be counting stars. Love, I feel it burn down this river every turn. Hope is a four-letter word. Make that money, watch it burn. Oh, but I'm not that old, young, but I'm not that bold. I don't think the world is sold. I'm just doing what we're told. I feel something so wrong, doing the right thing. I could lie, I could lie, I could lie. Everything that drowns me makes me wanna fly. Lately I've been losing sleep, dreaming about the things that we could be. But baby, I've been praying hard. Said no more counting dollars, we'll be counting stars. Yeah, we'll be counting stars.
It is my pleasure to welcome you to the 144th commencement of the Titusville Senior High School. In respect for our students, your children, and all of their accomplishments, we request that you please hold your applause until after the names of our graduates have been read. Our graduates deserve to have their names heard by their families. Also, before we begin tonight's program of celebration and recognition, please turn off all cell phones so that we may enjoy this evening without interruption. At this time, I would like to recognize this year's school district retirees who have served for the combined 221 years. Assistant Superintendent Terry Kerr, cafeteria worker Judith Henton, first grade teacher Kathy Loker, cafeteria worker Cynthia McCandless, Secretary to the Superintendent Marcia Rickey, Assistant Business Manager Donna Rossner, sixth grade math teacher Linda Stroop, custodian Gary Thornton, and educational aide Jane Titus. We appreciate their many years of dedication to our students and schools. Please take a moment to note the names of this year's Adult Education Program graduates, which are listed in tonight's program. Administrators, school board members, family, and friends celebrated their accomplishment earlier this evening as these graduates received their THS diplomas. We are very proud of their achievement and wish them the best of continued success. The THS class of 2014 has achieved various noteworthy accomplishments. Many of the class members have excelled in academics, sports, music and the arts, volunteerism, and in numerous other endeavors. We commend our graduates for their outstanding efforts to achieve excellence. A long-standing tradition at THS is for the senior class to select their class orators. This year's seniors have chosen Juliet Hilburn and Erin Lee to address their fellow classmates and graduation attendees this evening. It is my pleasure to introduce the first class orator, Juliet Hilburn. Juliet is the daughter of John and Heather Hilburn. Would Juliet's parents please stand to be recognized? Juliet's cumulative GPA is 4.2, and later this evening you will learn much more about Juliet's academic achievements. She is the current president of our National Honor Society. Juliet is a member of the Choir Club, FCCLA, and Drama Club. She directed the marching band as drum major from 2012 through 2014, as well as received numerous awards in choir and band. Juliet served as a flute tutor at the middle school. Ms. Hilburn is the winner of the VFW Voice of Democracy Youth Essay Contest. Juliet is an avid volunteer for many community entities such as the Hightown Baptist Church Vacation Bible School, Hightown Summer Festival, Children's Summer Theater, Pitt Orchestra Adult Summer Theater, and the Titusville Drakewell History Club. Juliet plans to attend Mercyhurst with the goal of becoming a public relations director for a local oil region museum. Juliet.
First, I would like to welcome everyone here tonight. Welcome guests, administration, and faculty. Thank you for giving me the honor of delivering this graduation address tonight. High school is a time of finding yourself. It's a time of learning, a time of friendship, a time to remember. It's also a time of somewhat unfortunate events. I know what you're thinking. What does she mean by somewhat unfortunate? We have so many opportunities available here. We are very fortunate. However, there are instances in which we do not feel so fortunate. Examples of these would be forgetting to charge your iPhone, having to tilt the Pringles container because your hand is too thick to fit in the top, or accidentally clicking on iTunes and waiting an entire 5 minutes for it to open. These events are somewhat unfortunate because they are aggravating, but otherwise non-life-threatening. Contrary to popular belief, getting stuck in co-ed pool games for 2 weeks will not kill you. Every day in high school is a new adventure. If life is like a box of chocolates, school is like a box of angry bees. You might be lucky and escape the sting, or they might all sting you at once. It's the same way with exams. Teachers get together to plan their tests all on the same day. One day you have 6 tests, and the next you have none. It's worth noting that usually these so-called testing days always fall on the least convenient day of your entire week. If you have a swim meet, a soccer game, a softball game, or a wrestling match, chances are you will have 20 tests the next day. In high school, you learn to budget your time wisely, meaning you get everything done first period the day it's due. It's not procrastinating, it's called multitasking. Put it on your job applications. Multitasking is an acquired skill that takes years of perfecting. It's not easy to jam 300 years of European history into 40 minutes while simultaneously listening to Mr. Henderson lecture on magnetic fields. Mr. Henderson could be giving a life-changing speech on subatomic particles, and I'm not having any of it because I'm halfway through the French Revolution. You learn to make time whenever you can, wherever you can, even if that means studying covertly during Spanish and even at lunch. I have my own system for lunch. 15 minutes of eating time, 5 minutes of social time, and 5 minutes to get refocused. If there's one thing everyone will miss about lunch, it's mashed potato bowl day. Popcorn, chicken, mashed potato bowl day is when you find out who your true friends are. As the lunch herd comes stampeding into the cafeteria to fight for those cheesy bowls of mashed potato goodness, your true friends will help you shove through the masses to get to the front of the line. No man left behind. If your so-called friend disappears from your side and shows up later with a smug grin and a half-eaten bowl, you should probably seek other friendships. Another somewhat unfortunate event is gym class. We are so lucky here at THS that we get to have gym every day of the week for all 4 years. Talk about PE for life. The entire gym class selection process is a gamble to see whether or not you will love or hate life for the next 2 weeks. As soon as a gym teacher even mumbles the word co-ed pool games, war breaks out among the selection lines. The spears and longbows start coming out, and you best back away from that table because everyone is in battle mode. Don't even get me started on the fitness center. There's a collective groan that a gym selection lets out when they see it's their day to be in the fitness center. You would think the gym teachers were asking for a pound of flesh, but no. They're asking you to go spend a measly 40 minutes using expensive gym equipment. The weight room is another story. You'll be feeling those squats for days. If you wake up the next morning and have to army crawl out of bed, chances are you were in the weight room the day before. You go to stretch, and the absolute pain in your arms brings one name to your lips: Gates. Of course, then there's the most terrifying and the most fun game you will ever play: mat ball. Never has being smacked in the face by a rubber ball been so fun. And when you play for blood, for glory, and for honor, and for Sparta. A source of many woes over the last 4 years has been the hallway. The high school hallway is akin to a zoo, except louder and messier. You always get stuck behind the slowest person in the world on the way to class. If they were any slower, they would be walking backward. I'm not impatient. I only want to escape a retraining and the angry gaze from Mr. Samusky as I do the walk of shame into the doorway 10 seconds after the bell. There's always the groups who block the hallway. Don't chance the freshman hallway, because getting through that is like getting through the arteries of an 800-pound man. There's usually a group of seniors in the language hall who sit down and spread their legs out, so getting past them is like playing hopscotch. Beware of getting dunked on in the science hallway by Herman and Lucas. Friends, we all have them. They come in all sizes, shapes, and forms with all different personalities. Everyone has that friend who thinks they know everything. Then there's the friend who asks the most ridiculous questions. Usually after 10 minutes of speaking to said friend, you have a red spot on your forehead from face palming. There's the friend who insults everyone and everything. Keep in mind, this feisty friend is usually the shortest person in your group. They make up for their height with their sass. Finally, you have your best friends, the ones you can tell anything to. The ones who laugh at your jokes, even when they aren't even remotely funny. They keep your feet on the ground and they pick you up when you fall. Many of you will shed a tear when leaving for college in the fall at the thought of losing your friends. I'm panicking myself when considering the fact that I only have 4 years to make new friends when it's taken me 12 to make the ones I have now. Change is difficult for me because I don't like to take chances. For someone who thinks wearing socks and sandals is living dangerously, college is a nightmare. This year, there's been one form of photography that has become immensely popular, the selfie. It's only fitting that I take a class of 2014 graduation selfie right now. It's going to be all over Facebook. Many people say high school is the best time of your life. Keep in mind, most of the people who say this have not been in high school for 20 or more years. High school may seem to be an easy part of your life, but it really isn't. You're just learning who you are while also balancing schoolwork, activities, college applications, and standardized tests. Standardized tests are probably the worst method of measuring a student's aptitude ever created. How ridiculous is it that your future rides on how you do on one silly test? There are so many other variables that can throw you off on a test. When I took the SAT for the first time, I had the flu. I guarantee you I would have done better if I wasn't hacking and coughing all over my answer sheet. The time I took the ACT, there was a repairman fixing the heater right next to my desk. He was definitely the MVP in the let's see how much noise I can make while these students take one of the biggest tests of their lives game. Just because you're good at taking tests doesn't mean you're any more likely to be more successful than anyone else. It's not about how much talent you have or how smart you are. It's how much you can do with what you are given. Some people have it easy. They are celebrities before they're even born. Take Kim Kardashian and Kanye West's child, Northwest. That kid is going straight up and slightly to the left. We don't have it quite so easy. You must start at the bottom and work your way up. Natural talent given to a lazy person is wasted. You're always going to meet people who are better than you at something. Never concentrate on how much better they are than you. Concentrate instead on how much better you can make yourself with effort. Oftentimes, failing is better than succeeding because when you fail, you learn from your mistakes and you use your knowledge to become a better person. School can be very stressful at times. If you haven't experienced any stress over schoolwork, I applaud your resistance and I wish you good luck when you return next year. I think I speak for all when I say the worst thing that can happen to you in class is being called on to answer a question which you have no idea how to answer. The most awkward silence is the silence after a teacher asks a question no one in the class knows the answer to. That is one deep silence. Everyone suddenly looks at their book as if it's the most interesting thing they have ever seen, avoiding eye contact at all costs. You just kind of fidget in your seat as you feel the teacher's eyes on you, and you hope that your name doesn't come out of his or her mouth. If it does, you might want to consider running away or learning a new language, preferably one that is not very well known, like Croatian. This year of school has been especially stressful as we've had to make decisions that will impact the rest of our lives. I can't even decide which socks to put on in the morning, let alone make a decision worth thousands of dollars. Choosing a major is difficult. You're barely 18 and you're deciding what you're going to do with your life for the next 50 or so years. You're always afraid you will make the wrong decision. If you're not aware, I will be pursuing a degree in history. A few weeks ago, my father's doctor was talking to him about my future plans. When my dad told his doctor about my decision to go into history, he laughed and said, "Oh, so she's going to be unemployed." Needless to say, my father no longer consults with said doctor. Like me, you're probably worried that you've chosen the wrong field to major in. Chances are you have. It's a scientific fact that 80% of college students change their majors. It's not about choosing the right major. It's about choosing a major and then using it to find your true passion. Even if the major you choose isn't for you, I guarantee you it will still teach you something about yourself. We sit here today as a class, ready to start our lives. Some of you have everything planned out. Some are unsure, and others are just hoping for an exciting journey. I've been in marching band for 5 years, so that pretty much means I'm cooler than all of you. Music has always defined me, just as sports, academics, and friendships have defined many of you. But when the curtain closes, when the last swim is over, when you say goodbye to your friends, who are you then? That is what you must decide. Reflecting on the ups and downs of high school is amusing, but now it is time to move forward. So friend me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, and we will be awkward social media friends who never ever talk. Class of 2014, it's time to find out who we are. Thank you so much for the memories, and enjoy graduation.
It is now my privilege to introduce our second class orator, Aaron Lee, who is the son of Edward and Jane Lee. Would Aaron's parents please stand to be recognized? Aaron's cumulative GPA is 4.05, and he is ranked 7th in the class. Aaron is the president of Key Club and the Varsity Club. He was also a member of the National Honor Society and Envirothon team. He participated in sports as a member of the football, wrestling, and track and field teams, and received the Athletic Achievement Award. Aaron has achieved high honor roll every year and received the Scholar Athlete Award 3 of his 4 years here at THS. His athletic achievements in wrestling include being District 10 champion, regional champion, and a PIAA state qualifier. Aaron was also awarded the Herald Wrestling Award. Aaron's community service involvement includes volunteering in the wrestling program, Salvation Army, Titusville Garden and Rotary Clubs, and he has served as camp counselor for the Shady Side Academy. Aaron has been accepted to Mercyhurst University to study to become a pediatrician. Aaron.
Everyone just take a minute to look at my sign. Yeah. Good evening, class of 2014. Before I commence my speech, I'd like to give a special thanks to our parents for all the hard work and determination you put into our education. You made us all who we are today, and we couldn't have gotten here without you. I'd also like to thank our faculty, staff, and administration. We certainly wouldn't have learned the educational and life lessons that we experienced without you. We, as graduates, have so much to prepare for and look forward to. But first, we deserve to look back at how far we have already come. We began our journey here at Titusville High School in September 2010. Each of us entered high school in a different state of mind and body. Personally, I began my freshman year as a metaphorical squirrel. This was complete with chubby cheeks, endless energy, and a predisposition for memorizing facts like a squirrel packs away nuts for winter. I had a good work ethic, but something of a one-track mind. Nevertheless, if I think about it, freshman year was my second favorite year of my high school career. Although I worked hard in school, I had a decent sleep schedule and knew where I stood, which was pretty low on the food chain. Life wasn't too complicated. All the same, I imagine many of you feel the same way about your first year of high school. Since then, each of us has changed. We've grown immensely in intellect, compassion, and maturity. We have discovered more of who we truly are, and now are revealing that person to the world. That is the beauty of these past 4 years. Through schoolwork deadlines, all-nighters, lost friend, angry parents, conference championships, A+s, midnight conversations, homecoming dates, new friends, and much more, we have further unearthed who we are and what we love about ourselves. And that's why our senior was so much fun. Everybody is still changing, but for the most part, we know who we are deep down, on the inside, despite whomever anyone else tells us who we should be. And now here we are, sitting at our high school graduation ceremony, feeling like we finally have a handle on who we are, which is a truly remarkable accomplishment. Congratulations to all. Overall, when my peers asked me if I wanted to give this speech today, I accepted the opportunity immediately with no questions asked, because this is a big deal to me. I wanted to give this speech to say that we did it. We finally graduated. As we accept these diplomas, I told myself that this is our physical proof that high school wasn't too hard after all, that it is possible. Accepting this diploma shows not only me, but shows all of you, our class, and everyone watching this ceremony, that we should chase our dreams because we can come all this far these years later. We can make it where we are today. And so long as we allow ourselves the time and patience and put our mind to it, you can do whatever you desire in life. In the next few months of summer, we hope to enjoy our newfound identities and freedom, with a few responsibilities and many friends. But then we're off, on our journey that leads to our future. Some will go to a university or college, others to a job. A few will venture with the military to a faraway land, and a few may embark on some new, unique adventure. As I'm speaking, I'm sure we're all imagining where we're going and what new adventures await us there. I'm also sure that we're imagining all the different possibilities for success we hold in our hand. That is the exciting part. But we're also reminded of all the ways we can mess up our fresh start. That is the scary part. It is also a melodramatic part. So as we are all here contemplating our future successes and failures, I have a piece of advice courtesy of ever-wise man named Jimmy Dean. I can't change the direction of the wind, but I can adjust my sails to reach my destination. This means with perseverance and hard work, you can achieve your dreams. So if you work hard at what you're doing right now, then success will follow. I am sad, cheerful, but overall pleased to say that today is a milestone for me and my fellow classmates. Today is the first day of what we'll now consider the beginning of the rest of our lives. I wish the best of luck to you and that one day all our paths cross once again. Finally, after these 4 years at Titusville High School, I want to say a final thank you. Thank you for all the amazing memories you have given me to look back on for years to come. Thank you, Mom and Dad, and all the other parents for leading us in the right direction and always being there for us. I hope that after tonight, you can say that we made you proud. Congratulations, class of 2014. Ugh.
Good evening. It is my pleasure to announce the scholarship recipients for the class of 2014. Students, as I call your name, please stand and remain standing until all of your classmates have been recognized. I would ask that we please hold our applause until the conclusion of the recognition. The American Legion Scholarship, Megan Bowser, Amy Clark, Mackenzie Foley, Juliet Hilburn, Connor Klingensmith, Kelsey Myers, Katie Neely, Tyler Ripper, Ariana Sabatini, Rachel C., Jennifer Wright. The Harry Baumgarten Scholarship, Michael Gianti, Marie Johnson. The Trooper Timothy P. Bell Memorial, to be announced. The Carson Bumette Scholarship, Ryan Caldwell. James Broadhurst Scholarship, to be announced. The Harry Brown Scholarship, Jennifer Wright. The Ross and Shirley Casella Scholarship Fund, to be announced. The Mabel K. Clark Scholarship, Laney Brown. The Ralph and Helen Cohen Memorial Scholarship, Amy Clark. The Clara H. and Robert M. Davidson Scholarship Trust, Laney Brown, Gage Holmes, Taylor Onley, Abby Preston. The Kirby L. Fenton Scholarship, McKenna Vandervoort. The Marshall Fisher Scholarship, Brandon Carter. The Charles C. and Margaret M. Fritz Scholarship, to be announced. The George L. Gideon Memorial Scholarship, Tyler Ripper. The Claire Tink and Helen Goodwin Memorial Scholarship, Ashley Dean. The David and Pauline Gregory Scholarship Trust, to be announced. Courtney Hanlon Softball Scholarship, McKenna Vandervoort. The Elias W. and May Hasbrook Humner Memorial Scholarship, to be announced. The Titusville Heisman Football Award Scholarship, Ryan Caldwell. The John K. Henney Fund, to be announced. The Eleanor and Walter Jackson Memorial Scholarship, Chelsea Harmon. The Florence Jones Scholarship, Mackenzie Foley. The Kane Scholarship Trust, Katie Neely. The Deke Kaufman Scholarship, Marcus Tress. The Friend and Bernice Kerr Memorial Scholarship Trust, Mackenzie Foley, Marie Johnson, Aaron Lee, Kelsey Myers, Devin Pettit, Casey Schaup, McKenna Vandervoort, Kayla Yon. The Robert and Marion Kerr Scholarship, Michael Gianti. The Letha M. Kurdick Scholarship, Megan Bowser. The Dick Kurdick Scholarship Trust, Ariana Sabatini. The Irma Green Lemensky and Joseph J. Lemensky Scholarship, Eve Shell. The Helen K. Loop Scholarship, St. Paul's United Methodist Church of Christ Memorial, Michael Gianti. The Lytle Family Scholarship Award, Abby Preston. The Marine Corps Scholarship Trust in memory of Ray Turk, Shannon Doherty. The J. Martin Memorial Scholarship Trust, Laney Brown, Devin Pettit. The Master Gardeners of Crawford County Scholarship, Jennifer Wright. The McNerney Beal Scholarship, Marie Johnson, Abby Preston, Casey Schaub. The Robert C. Mitchell Scholarship, Lainey Brown, Aaron Lee, Ariana Sabatini, Kayla Yan. The Ruth Mitchell Marching Band Scholarship Trust, Juliet Hilburn. The Ruth Mitchell Scholarship, Amy Clark, Aaron Lee, Alyssa Richards, Tyler Ripper, Rachel C., Casey Schaub, Jennifer Wright. The Brian A. Patterson Law Enforcement Scholarship, Kayla Yan. The PA Municipal League and Verizon Essay Scholarship Award, Juliet Hilburn. The Pleasantville Student Scholarship in honor of Harry and Betty Borland, Gage Holmes. The Polish National Alliance Scholarship, Megan Bowser, Brandon Carter, Amy Clark, Mackenzie Foley, Juliet Hilburn, Gage Holmes, Kelsey Myers, Lauren Nagy, Katie Neely, Taylor Onley, Abby Preston, Tyler Ripper, Ariana Sabatini, Casey Schaub, Cassandra Thomas, McKenna Vandervoort, Jennifer Wright. The Bruce and Catherine Pringle Scholarship, Mackenzie Foley. The Thomas W. and Pearl P. Pringle Memorial Scholarship, Juliet Hilburn. Sharp and Mary Proper Scholarship Trust, Megan Bowser, Brandon Carter, Amy Clark, Michael Gianti. The Mark J. Sampson Scholarship, Brandon Carter, Mackenzie Foley. The Hetty Sherwin Schofield Scholarship, Brandon Carter. The Diane K. Schonborg Scholarship, Corey Mayfield, Kelsey Myers. The June Skinner Scholarship Trust, Ashley Dean. The Melanie Ann Snyder Scholarship, Ariana Sabatini. The Summer Theater Scholarship, Terry K. Stover Memorial, Abby Preston. The Taylor Scholarship Trust, in memory of Joseph and Margaret Taylor, Gage Holmes. The Titusville Alumni Association Scholarship, Megan Bowser, Ryan Caldwell, Brandon Carter, Devin Pettit, Allison Satera. The Titusville Alumni Association Warren C. Pete Peterson Award, Jacob Rash. The Titusville Area Garden Club Scholarship, Jennifer Wright. The Titusville Area Hospital Auxiliary Medical Field Scholarship, Abby Preston. The Titusville Area Hospital Medical Staff, to be announced. The Titusville Area School District Scholarship Trust, Ryan Caldwell, Ethan Rapp, Bailey Seib. The Titusville Area Schools Financial Aid Night Scholarship, Brandon Lafferty. The Titusville Area United Way Volkstadt Memorial Scholarship, Lainey Brown, Ariana Sabatini. The Titusville Area Youth Wrestling Scholarship, Caleb Chase, Aaron Lee. The Titusville Elks Lodge number 264 Memorial Scholarship, Megan Bowser, Alexander Cross, Mackenzie Foley, Corey Mayfield, Bailey Seib. The Titusville High School Class of 1954 Scholarship, Katie Huber. The Titusville High School Class of 1970 Scholarship, to be announced. The Titusville Kiwanis Club Scholarship, Aaron Lee. The Titusville Lions Club Scholarship, Kelsey Myers. Titusville Promise Scholarship, Ryan Caldwell, Brandon Carter, Lauren Nagy, Cassandra Thomas. The Titusville Rotary Club Scholarship, Lainey Brown, Gage Holmes, Aaron Lee, Lauren Nagy, Taylor Onley. The Titusville Women's Club Scholarship, Juliet Hilburn, Jennifer Wright. The Touchdown Club Scholarship, to be announced. The Stella Van Horn Scholarship, Juliet Hilburn, Aaron Lee, Kelsey Myers, Ariana Sabatini, Casey Schaub. The VFW Bruce Shorts Memorial Award, to be announced. The Frederick A. White and Sophia Gall White Scholarship, Allison Satera. Titusville High School is proud to announce that as of June 4th, the class of 2014 has been awarded over $186,000 in scholarship money. Please join me in recognizing this year's scholarships recipients. You may be seated. Prior to recognizing those students intending to enlist in one of our nation's military branches, I would like to ask any active duty, reserve, or veteran to please stand and remain standing as we recognize our students. Students, as I call your name, please stand and remain standing. Lucas Anderson, United States Air Force. Gregory Ontil, United States Army. Herman Artis, United States Air Force. Marcus Brunn, United States Air Force. Ryan Burton, United States Air Force. Gage Holmes, the Army National Guard. Zachary Carter, United States Marines. Thomas Wilkes, United States Air Force. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in recognizing our students and all of those brave men and women who serve us in this capacity. You may be seated. At this time, it is my pleasure to invite Mr. Scott Davey, Titusville High School principal, to the podium for the announcement of our graduates.
Lucas M. Anderson, high honors. Gregory A. Ontil, honors. Herman J. Artis. Larry E. Barr. Julie J. Bates, honors. Ann M. Beach. Michael J. Bell. Toby R. Bernard. Jade M. Booth. David M. Bowser. Megan E. M. Bowser, high honors. Laney L. Brown, high honors. Zachary N. Brown. Marcus S. Brunn. Joshua L. Burnside. Brianna J. Burrows, honors. Ryan P. Burton. Ryan J. Caldwell, high honors. Stanley W. Carnes. Brandon M. Carter, high honors. Zachary R. Carter. Hayden M. Chappell. Caleb L. Chase. Austin R. Christie, high honors. Amy M. Clark, high honors. Valentino R. Cocorelli III, honors. Dylan H. Cole. Alexander S. Cross, honors. Shannon M. Doherty, high honors. Nicole D. Davenport, high honors. Ashley L. Dean, high honors. Tyler T. M. Dieter. Corey M. Eccles. Mackenzie G. Foley, high honors. Levi D. Foote, honors. Abigail B. Frankie, honors. Alexis H. Gallagher. Kevin N. George, Jr. Michael V. Gianti, high honors. Cheyenne M. Grazier. Hannah J. Hallfast, honors. Cody L. Harger. Chelsea R. Harmon, honors. Tyler H. Hartley. Lakin D. Hopman. Lonnie E. Hagley, Jr. Juliet J. E. Hilburn, 2014 Titusville High School valedictorian. Juliet is the daughter of Heather and John Hilburn. Will Juliet's parents please stand to be recognized? Juliet's career GPA is a 4.42. She has been active during her time at THS, receiving numerous academic honors, including but not limited to high achievement awards in geometry, biology, and American cultures, attaining high honor roll in grades 9 through 12. Juliet was not only a member of the National Honor Society, but served as the president. Additionally, Juliet received the PA Certificate of Merit for her performance on the SAT and ACT exams. Juliet also earned top honors through PA Free Enterprise Week in both the top company creation category and advertising competition. Juliet plans to attend Mercyhurst University, majoring in history with a communications minor. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2014 Titusville High School valedictorian, Miss Juliet Hilburn. Tracy J. Hilliard. Kaylee S. Hinkle, honors. Samantha A. Hinkle, honors. Gage M. Holmes, 2014 Titusville High School salutatorian. Gage is the daughter of Miss Jody Anthony and Mr. Donald Holmes. Would Gage's parents please stand to be recognized? Gage has achieved a career GPA of 4.38, earning high honor roll during all 4 years at Titusville High School. A member of National Honor Society, Gage has consistently pursued excellence in all of her academic pursuits. Athletically, Gage was active on the Titusville High School girls soccer team, earning a varsity letter 3 times in her 4-year career and receiving the girls soccer award her senior year. Beyond the school's team, Gage participated in club soccer as well. Gage was also active in the Student Life Club and the Student United Way. Outside of school, Gage volunteered as a member of the Pleasantville Fire Department. Most notably, if you know Gage well at all, is that Gage loves animals, particularly horses. She was a member of Sanford Saddles and Spurs 4-H, where she puts her passion to work each week. Gage intends to continue her pursuits of all things equine at Penn State University, where she will major in veterinary science and join the Army National Guard. Upon graduation, Gage hopes to work as a veterinarian. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2014 Titusville High School salutatorian, Miss Gage Holmes. Katie A. Huber, honors. Corey R. Hubert. Catherine A. Jagai, honors. Marie L. Johnson, high honors. Lydia K. Kellogg. Sarah E. Kemp, honors. Shannon L. Kerr, high honors. Harland H. Kester, honors. Connor M. Klingensmith. Natalie H. Klingler. Austin M. Kalaja. Brandon R. Kostenbader. Brandon J. Lafferty, honors. Paul A. Latshaw. Robert L. Lawson. Aaron P. Lee, high honors. Corey S. Mayfield, honors. Colton M. McKean. Caitlin M. Miller, honors. Samantha M. Miller. Alexandria B. Maneski. Dalton M. Moore. Michelle R. Moritz. Aaron J. Mowry, honors. Alicia A. Muir. Kelsey M. Myers, high honors. Lauren T. Nagy, honors. Katie C. Neely, high honors. Taylor A. Nelson, honors. Taylor L. Ongley. Ryan S. Peebles. Carrie A. Peoples. Devin M. Pettit, high honors. Alyssa D. Popham. Abby M. Preston, high honors. Ethan C. Rapp, high honors. Jacob N. Rash. Alyssa R. Richards, high honors. Tyler J. Ripper, high honors. Rachel D. Rogers, honors. Octavio E. Rosario Octor. Adam J. Roseman, honors. Ariana F. Sabatini, high honors. Eve L. Shell, high honors. Samantha L. Schneider, honors. Marissa L. Shones, honors. Tate S. Schwab. Rachel B. C., high honors. Bailey J. Seib, honors. Chelsea N. Schaefer, honors. Casey G. Schaup, high honors and career perfect attendance. Casey is the son of Karen and John Schaup. Would Casey's parents please stand to be recognized? Casey. Stay right here. Okay. Casey achieved perfect attendance from kindergarten at our own Early Childhood Learning Center through all of his years at Titusville High School. Congratulations, Casey. Katie M. Smith. Allison A. Satera, high honors. Cassandra M. Thomas. Kristen M. Thompson, high honors. Brandon L. Titus. Wesley J. Tracy. Marcus L. Tress, high honors. Leroy Vanderhoff, Jr. McKenna J. Vandervoort, high honors. Taylor N. Walters, honors. Abigail J. Warner, honors. Lexi Q. Warner, honors. Angie L. Whiting, honors. Eric T. Whitney. Thomas R. Wilkes, honors. Caitlin L. Wilson, honors. Jennifer N. Wright, high honors. Kayla M. Yon, high honors.
And now, by the power vested in me in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I pronounce you graduates of Titusville Area High School. You may now move your tassels. You're 2014 graduates of Titusville.
Class of 2014, as our years together come to an end and we prepare ourselves to go our separate ways, we remember all the memories we have shared together as a class. Most of us began our journey together 7 years ago as confused children, trying desperately to make new friends and reach our class before the bell rang. We were barely ready to take on middle school, but we stand here tonight, 7 years later, as fully transformed human beings, ready to take on the world. Please bow your heads with me. God, we come to you ready to close a chapter of our lives that has been so dear to us over the years, a chapter that all of us have experienced together. We close this chapter in anticipation of a new chapter, one that each of us must experience separately as we continue on our way to becoming who we are meant to be. It is not easy standing here knowing that it is the last time we will all be together as a class. We have formed such a close bond and such meaningful relationships with each other that it seems very difficult for us to imagine not seeing these people every day anymore. We ask your blessing on the friendships we have made here, and we ask that these friendships continue to grow over the next stages of our lives, even as we go our separate ways. We know that we could not have gotten this far without the help of some very important people who were placed in our lives to make sure we would wear these caps and gowns one day. We thank you for our teachers and administrators who have helped us both in and out of the classroom, teaching us about history and algebra, as well as what it means to be active members of society. We thank you for our families who have watched us grow and molded us into who we are today through their encouragement and support. We also thank you for our coaches, advisors, and other mentors who pushed us to our limits and showed us the importance of dedication and perseverance. We know that without the guidance of all of these individuals, none of us would be standing here today, and we certainly would not be prepared for all that the military, the workforce, and higher education will throw our way. Knowing that will be our last time gathered together as students of Titusville High School, we ask that you will strengthen us to use the knowledge and skills we acquired here with confidence and determination. Whatever we choose to do, and wherever the road of life takes us, please bring us years of success, and more importantly, years of happiness in our future. Amen. We've been through a lot together, class of 2014. From when we were freshmen first embarking on this journey of high school to our last evening together as a class. We have always stood beside each other and worked with one another to become the best class Titusville High School has ever seen. As we reflect on our years here at THS, I want each of you to think of the time in your high school years that you will always remember as your proudest moment. It can be anything. Maybe it was scoring the winning point against your team's biggest rival. It could have been getting to hold the yearbook you spent so many hours perfecting. Maybe it was working up the courage to sing in the school talent show. It could have been hearing the news that you passed that last exam and that you would be graduating after all. My proudest moment here at THS was when our class was announced as the winner of Spirit Week this year, making us the first class in the school's history ever to win Spirit Week for 3 years in a row. Whatever your proudest moment may be, carry that with you over the coming months as you prepare to head off to college, as you search for a job or await your military assignment. Remember these memories and accomplishments you shared with your classmates and cherish them. They are a part of who you are, and they are a part of who we are. We truly are a remarkable class. Our teamwork and competitive drive has served us well over the last 4 years. It is my hope that each of us takes a bit of that class of 2014 spirit into the next chapters of our lives. That spirit has united us for years and has taken us farther than we ever could have imagined. I can't wait to see where it will take you. Congratulations, class of 2014.
A lot to be proud of here, Jim.
Yeah, there really is. Luke, again, it's just another typical program from Titusville, a very fine graduation program. Enjoyed immensely. I enjoyed the class orators. Normally, I don't pay much attention. I don't even listen to myself talk much, and I talk all the time.
What?
Juliet and Aaron Lee, Juliet Hilbert and Aaron Lee were the orators, and really an outstanding job. But all the way through the whole program, we're very well put together, just what this school system does well, just a class act.
You know, we always talk about this, it seems like in the fall or in the spring when we're covering sports, we see these kids and we followed them for the past, 4 or 5 years, and when you see them reach this stage, you can look at them and say, you did good.
Yeah, you absolutely can, and I hope that we'll be able to follow them even as they continue on. We'll see some of the things that they will achieve. They talk about being the best class of Titusville High School. They have a lot of pride within their group, and we'll be able to follow them then as they continue on through their college careers, their military careers, and the workforce. I know that each one of these kids will be just a credit to whatever community that they end up living in, and certainly credit to the Titusville High School. And the Alumni Association will keep track of them. If you want to know what's going on, get a hold of the Titusville Alumni Association in a couple of years and find out what this class did. They'll have all that information for you, as do for all the classes that have come through Titusville High School.
Well, just a beautiful evening to hold the commencement ceremony here at Carter Field, the 144th. And a new school year just months away. And we'll be back here in a couple months for football. I can't let it go. I'm excited now for football now that we're here at Carter Field.
Yeah.
I would just stay here, Jim.
Yeah, but just wait. Might as well wait it out. Yeah. Yes, I'm going to go with, I think it was Abby. I forgot the name now. The young lady is going to become a veterinarian. She's in Silver Spurs. I'm going to follow in her footsteps in the morning. I'm going to saddle up and go riding. And you can stay here and wait for football.
You're going to ride.
I'm going to ride. So.
Well, you know what? We'll take some of their advice and live life to the fullest. So, yeah, maybe I'll head out tonight, too.
Yeah.
Again, congratulations to all the students here tonight and across Northwest Pennsylvania and across the country as commencement ceremonies take place. Big summer ahead as a lot of these students start thinking about their future, whether it's college, the military, the workforce. We wish them the very best.
Congratulations, and also our congratulations to the parents and the grandparents and the friends. I thought the tribute to them this evening was quite well said and well spoken, and our congratulations to them also. Best of luck to the class of 2014.
Alrighty, that's going to do it for us. For Jim Bodemer, Chris Feely, running multiple cameras, a big thank you for joining us. This has been the 144th annual commencement at Carter Field for the Titusville Area School District. Have a wonderful weekend and a great summer, everybody.